Why am I not even surprised? Capcom's made it pretty clear that they think Mega Man is just this tremendously hard character to sell, and that if they wasted more than like $5 making a game about him, a decent game that's actually worth playing, unlike X-Over, that they would never break even. That anything connected to this character would just make them starve as a company. That they would go under. If we make a Mega Man game, we're done for. Because no one likes Mega Man anymore. He's so unpopular. You know, let's make this new DuckTales game something no one was asking for. That people will buy purely out of nostalgia. And yet we won't make a Mega Man game even though everyone's asking for one. They basically said their statements imply that they haven't even started programming one yet. They have no idea what to do with a franchise. They have no idea what to roll with. They don't have any plans. We're still discussing what to do with him. You know, at the beginning of this year, when they should have had something out for his 25th anniversary, they said, you know, wait until the very end of this year. Wait until, like, you know, December 31st. And then you can evaluate how we've treated him throughout the year. That's basically admitting that they're not going to have shit for us by the end of the year. I am just so sick of this. The most interesting news about Mega Man I've heard lately is that, oh, Capcom of USA is trying to find a way to make the PC ports of various X games and whatnot accessible to people through, you know, new online markets and whatnot. And then I hear, oh, well, we're not able to do that. That's the most interesting news concerning Mega Man nowadays. I know some of you are going to say, well, you know, Mega Man, they're just milking him. They're just making one game after another like every year. Well, yeah, I get it. And some of you think that the last few years without a new game hasn't been a long time. But I am just so sick of them constantly teasing the fans and trolling us. And it's just awful. You have no idea how just draining the past few years have been. I do not trust Capcom to make any new games, ever. I think that if they did have any new game in the works, and if they actually cared about the character and the fans, that surely they would have had something finished for New Year. I mean, not New Year's, for the 25th anniversary. That even as they were getting ready to cancel all those other games, that they still could have started something back then and tried to have it ready for the 25th anniversary. But no, they just couldn't be bothered to do that because they are just so convinced that anything connected to Mega Man, anything that is centered around his character, will just force them under. And they're using games like Street Fighter X Mega Man, a game that they did not make, a game that the fans made, that they just, you know, well, we need something, so we'll just slap our name on this and, you know, churn it out to the fans. They're using games like that as their measuring stick to see if Mega Man is still valid enough for them to make games about him. I don't want a new 8-bit Mega Man game. I don't want a Mega Man 11, and if they're going to make something like an X9 or something like that, I want it to have current-gen graphics. I want to have dazzling cityscapes in the background that just completely blow away all the past games and whatnot. I want a new 3D game. I just want something new. Mega Man is dead. Jeez, I know I'm getting kind of flabby. So that's just what happens over winter. But anyway, the day Capcom finally announces a game, if they do make a game, and if they somehow manage to not cancel it and it winds up on store shelves, assuming they think it's still worth the retail price, I'll just be like, what? How is this possible? I didn't think Capcom was even capable of making a Mega Man game anymore. I really will be shocked. I don't think anyone is entitled to be surprised by news of something like this, of them basically canceling any notions of another game. You guys need to accept Capcom hates the character. And the whole reason they're doing this, it's not even just that they lack confidence of the franchise. They're doing this to get back at Inafune. Inafune made some decisions that didn't sit right with them. He made games that sold really well, but they didn't want to go through like the risk of making in case they didn't sell. They didn't have the confidence that he had, and it just made them furious. So when he walked out on them, they're like, let's kill everything he ever created. Let's kill everything he ever loved. Let's keep picking him. Die, Mega Man. That is the true face of Capcom.